This is what they hide from you. Your manifestation appears in front of you when you don't hope for it to happen or when you don't wait for it to happen. Neville Goddard told you to not wait for your desires to come to you. Actively imagine and believe they are already yours. Yet some of you wait for something to happen externally in order to manifest your desire. I am very sure that you also do it, but worry no more, as today you will know the secret of creation that people forget from time to time. People forget that hoping and waiting are not part of manifesting, yet they do this a countless number of times. As I said, I am sure that you too do it, and you can check it by observing your thoughts. Your thoughts are self-talk, they are affirmations. People often think that affirmations are not part of imagining, but they are a very powerful tool when it comes to manifestation. I personally believe that whatever you think, feel, or visualize internally is a part of your imagination. It is you imagining something or another. Even if you think you cannot do something or cannot have something, you are also imagining. And whatever you imagine repeatedly becomes your reality. It becomes true for you. You imagine something, and you repeat it every day in your mind. This makes a change in your mindset, and the changed mindset makes you take certain actions that manifest your desire in your reality. You never stop imagining. Yet, I have seen people say that they took a break from manifesting, and now they are back at it again. Well, there is no such thing as a break from manifesting. Even during the break, you imagine something or another. You let yourself indulge in the current patterns of your mind. Even during that period, you imagine, you have self-talk, you affirm something, you imagine something. And it keeps on happening and you keep on manifesting. Manifesting is a lifestyle. You either choose your thoughts consciously, or you let them happen on autopilot due to your old programming. Every day, everyone indulges in self-talk. Everyone has the habit of having self-talk with them. From morning to night, they do it. People plan their day by having a self-talk. Before meeting someone, they have this conversation in their heads about what they would wear, where they would go, what they would talk about with them, and so on. It is happening. You can only stop it by meditating and getting into a state of thoughtlessness, but that is not a topic for today. Today's topic is about conducting this self-talk in a manner that will give you favorable results. These self-talks are affirmations. You assert something as true in your mind, and therefore it is essential to what you are affirming. As affirming is imagining, and according to Neville Goddard, imagination creates reality. Now you might have some desires that you want to have. You either have a thing or a person in your mind. This is your object, and your objective is to have it. Now, in order to have it, Neville asked you to imagine a scene where you have your desire. Neville has asked you to think about the state of having it. But still, people imagine it as something that they will have in the future. They affirm that they will get their desire next month, next year, or after a few days. They are always imagining and affirming that they will have it in the future. They are always waiting for it to happen. While manifesting is about imagining it true right now, it is about imagining having it right now. Either people imagine having it in the future, or they place conditions on it, like when I will get lean, when I will lose fat, then only I will become famous, or then only I will have a partner. These conditions and waiting for them to happen are the major roadblocks when it comes to manifesting the desire. Therefore, I feel it is very important to make you all understand that manifesting is only about imagining having it right now at this very present moment. No conditions are to be placed, and you don't have to wait. Manifesting something is about having it internally. It is not about changing anything externally. It is an internal experience. It is an experience that is 100% in your control. That is the beauty of manifestation. All your self-talk and all your imaginations have potential. They are just a possibility that can happen in the future. As Neville said, every state is already there as a mere possibility as long as you think of it, but it is overpoweringly real when you think from it. Thinking from it or having a self-talk where you already have it is how you manifest something. Just close your eyes and imagine having infinite roads. You are standing, and from left to right, even behind you, there are roads and paths. They are infinite. Every path is just a possibility, but at the end of every road is you merging with God. It will happen whatever path you take, but what matters is how you live your life and which path you choose in your journey. Every road has a different journey. One road will lead you to the life of a famous character, another will lead you to the life of a writer, and yet another will lead you to the life of a wealthy businessman. In one, you will be broke, and in another, you are just a regular 9-to-5 employee. There would be one where you are a singer, but your songs are not going viral. Like these, there are infinite roads, infinite paths, and infinite possibilities. You have to choose a path out of infinite possibilities. Whatever you want exists, you just have to select which one you want to have. You are choosing a journey. You are choosing a character that you want to play in this world. You might be wondering how you would choose this path. Well, it is very simple. You have to walk on this path. You walk on it by imagining from the state of already being that character that you want to play. Your words and your self-talk have to come from the place of already being that you want it to be. If you are thinking about it, or if you are thinking of becoming it in the future, then you are not that character. You are just looking at that character as a possibility. It will not manifest because you are still not choosing that road or that path. You have to understand that every state is already there as a mere possibility as long as you think of it, but it is overpoweringly real when you think from it. The one who starts thinking from having it will know the secret of creation and the secret of manifestation. This is why it is important to never think of having something in the future. Never think of waiting for it to happen at a certain date or at a certain time, because, as soon as you imagine it, you already have it. It is because only the present moment exists. If you imagine having it at this moment, then you have it right now. No one has asked you to be concerned about anything external. You don't need any crystals, stones, or any other device to make it happen. You just need to shed light on that possibility by becoming aware of it. I will be as a confession that I am not. The truth is, you don't get what you want in life. You get who you are. So next time, become aware of what you are saying to yourself inwardly. Who you are in the present moment only matters. There was a woman who did a very cool activity every night. Before falling asleep, she would not say to herself that tomorrow would be the best day of her life. Instead, she would do this really awesome activity. Suppose tomorrow she is going on a date. So the night before, she would tell a story to herself that the date went amazing. I got a gift, my date picked me up, and we went to my favorite place. My date gave me compliments and showered me with love. My date confessed that the moment they saw me, they fell in love with me. I am the best thing that has happened to them. She would do such activities every night, and the results were phenomenal. In her mind, she avoided thinking that tomorrow would be an awesome day. She never hoped for or waited for tomorrow's date to be perfect. She just lived as if tomorrow's date has happened. She lived as if that date happened today. She did it by imagining it happening right now, and she gave herself the feeling of having a perfect date. She didn't need anyone's help to give it to herself. The feeling was hers at that moment. She called her desires into being by imagining and feeling that her wish was already fulfilled. As the end was accepted, she became totally indifferent as to possible failure. Her acceptance of the end made it happen for her. This is how she manifested her reality. She told herself a success story. People usually tell their best friends after an event has occurred. I found this activity to be a very powerful tool to manifest easily. She claimed it and it responded. It reminds me of a success story that Neville shared in his lectures. He talks about a woman who every day closed her eyes and said to herself this statement over and over again. She told herself, "Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now." She didn't say that something marvelous is going to happen tomorrow or that she is waiting for it to happen. She claimed it by saying that something marvelous is happening right now. She immersed herself in that feeling. I have made a detailed video about it that will definitely leave a positive impression on your subconscious mind. Just click on the first video that appears at the end of the screen.